It's important to have mentors, and I'd like to share one with you this evening that I find to be a great inspiration. He's not a man I know, but he is a man that I affiliate with. He's from my hometown of Glasgow in Scotland, and he is called Duncan Ballantine. He basically overcame dyslexia as a young man and went on to have a successful business career. And it's important to find people you affiliate with in that way, because it reassures you that if you work hard and put your mind to things, that you'll be able to overcome the problems you have. And I have mentors, people I know, and then there are people that I know of, and Duncan Ballantine is a good example of somebody that has forged ahead and not let the dyslexia he suffers from limit him in any way. So this is a little bit of video on Duncan Ballantine.
Duncan's wealth today is a stark contrast to his beginnings. Born in 1949 here on Clydebank in Scotland, he was the second of 7 children. The crane from the John Brown shipyard still stands in Glasgow's industrial heartland.
From here I can see almost all my young life, really. When I grew up here, we were very poor, but my parents worked very hard to feed us and were very loving, so we had a good family life, but it was just poor. We didn't have a car. We were the last ones in the street to get a television. We used to go to friends. We'd stand behind the couch watching the television. As a child, the ice cream van came around. I says, Mum, could I have an ice cream? And she says, no. And I says, why not? She says, well, no money. I said, why have no money? She says, because we're poor. I said, I don't want to be poor. And that was all I really thought of the poverty at the time.
Duncan's dad, Bill, worked in the foundry at the Singer sewing machine factory, and in the 60s, his elder sister Helen became part of the 10,000-strong workforce. But young Duncan Ballantine wanted to be different.
When we grew up here, I don't think anyone had ever heard the word entrepreneur. My destiny was to work in the Singer sewing machine factory or John Brown shipyard, and that was it. When I left Clydebank, the overriding feeling was that I wanted to see the world. It wasn't that I hated Clydebank. I just didn't have a life. And I wanted to create a life for myself and see something different.
Aged 15, Duncan joined the Navy, signing up for 12 years in the ship's engine room. But he found it hard to take orders, and aged 19 was court-martialed for attempting to throw his commanding officer overboard. He served 9 months in military prison. Duncan was back where he started, home in Glasgow.
I found myself discharged from the Royal Navy. I came home, and my sister died. And I started drinking quite heavily, and I was a bit wild.
Today he's visiting the Mount Blow Bar, which was once his dad's local pub.
Are you alright? Yeah. Good. How you doing? Hi, got a pint of tenant special, please. I used to play dominoes in here with my father. Did you ever play dominoes in here?
Yes, so
Aye. Probably played as a game, did you?
Oh, probably, aye, probably.
Oh. Still do a good pint in here.
Many of the regulars here remember the Ballantine family. Beatrice Blake was a close friend of Duncan's older sister, Helen, who died when she was 25, 2 weeks after emigrating to Canada.
Is that my sister now?
Yeah. Yes, she is here.
She's having a cry now, yeah. My sister worked in the Singer sewing machine factory, but she wanted to go abroad. She wanted to make a better life, and so did I. Wanted a different life. I do think that my sister's death was a bit of a catalyst in how I decided to lead my life.
She was very ambitious, like herself.
I know. Yeah. Sometimes people say that entrepreneurs are the oldest person in the family becomes an entrepreneur. And I started late, but I didn't become the oldest until late in life. I think, if my sister had lived, I think I'd probably have lived a different life. That's amazing.
Maybe I shouldn't have brought you.
No, it's okay. I remember the funeral as well. That was great as well, wasn't it? It was really packed.
Should have said
Terrible.
After his sister's death, Duncan hit rock bottom. He was arrested for being drunk and disorderly, and aged 24, he was locked up in Barlinnie prison here in Glasgow.
When you go in these big gates, in that cell, you you think, my God, my life's over. But a lot of people don't realise just the depth of how low I went. My life could have been so very different. I could have ended up in here more than once.
With his unconventional CV, Duncan says he had the perfect skill set to apply for one job, becoming an entrepreneur.
When you have a criminal record, no qualifications, no references, the best option is starting your own business. Because no one can stop you.